in the 911 Turbo S. Between 6,500 and 7,000 revolutions per minute, I have the full power of 700. Since its premiere in 1992, the 911 Turbo S has held a special position among sports cars. From generation to generation, it has become not only more powerful and faster, but also more practical and exclusive. And I dare to claim that this combination of everyday usability, confident long-distance comfort, exclusivity and performance is offered in this form by only one sports car, the 911 Turbo S. The further developed active aerodynamics are immediately recognizable at the front. We have combined the vertical active cooling air flaps with the variable front spoiler and an internal non-visible front diffuser. Depending on the driving situation, the aerodynamic elements adjust automatically, so that in the end I get the best performance or the best efficiency. But of course, changes are not only happening at the front. In terms of overall aerodynamic balance, we have also made adjustments to the aerodynamics at the rear. The rear wing is also adjusted fully automatically depending on the driving situation. Here in the performance position, the rear wing is extended 71 mm upwards and tilted 10.5 degrees forward. This ensures maximum downforce on the rear axle. Overall, the four aerodynamic elements at the front and rear result in a reduction of air resistance by up to 10%, all while maintaining the same downforce. Let's take a closer look at the rear. Because we have completely redesigned it, the new continuous light strip emphasizes the width beautifully, in my opinion. I find the new vertical ventilation openings in the rear particularly striking, as well as the titanium tailpipes of the standard sports exhaust system. It not only sounds good, but is also significantly lighter, because not only the tailpipe trims are made of titanium, but also the two rear mufflers. This means we have a weight reduction of 6.8 kilograms compared to the predecessor. Let's get to the heart of our new 911 Turbo S, the drive. And yes, the 911 Turbo S has also become a performance hybrid. The components are known from the 911 GTS. We have a small and lightweight 400-volt battery in the front section. We have an electric motor in the PDK, which generates an output of up to 60 kilowatts in the Turbo S. And we have a second electrified turbocharger. In total, this concept results in the 911 Turbo S having a system output of 711 horsepower and 800 Newton meters. That is 61 horsepower more than its predecessor. And with that, the new 911 Turbo S is the most powerful production 11 of all time. But what I personally find even more impressive than the peak output of 711 horsepower is the performance curve of our new T-hybrid concept in the 911 Turbo S. Between 6,500 and 7,000 revolutions per minute, I have the full power of 711 horsepower, and in the speed range between 2,300 and 6,000 revolutions per minute, I have the full 800 Newton meters available. And all of this combined with a super responsive throttle, like we usually only know from our naturally aspirated engines. And I can promise you, we've also taken the driving pleasure to a whole new level. Oh no, oh that's fantastic. Whether in tests by specialist magazines or in acceleration tests on YouTube, no sports car is used as a benchmark as often as the 911 Turbo S. And thanks to its concept with permanent all-wheel drive and the engine in the rear, it achieves incredible times in acceleration from 0 to 100 or from 0 to 200. And here we have improved again. The 911 Turbo S accelerates from 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds. That's 2/10 faster than its predecessor. And in the sprint from 0 to 200, it even takes half a second off. In plain terms, in 8.4 seconds, we reach 200 kilometers per hour. Of course, we have also adapted the brakes to the increased performance of the 911 Turbo S. On the rear axle, we have increased the standard PCCB brake discs from 390 mm to 410 mm. With that, we have the largest braking system we have ever had in a 911. We also adjusted the tire width on the rear axle. We have become 10 millimeters wider and now have a 325 tire on the rear axle. The new tire generation also offers significantly improved dry handling while maintaining good wet properties. It doesn't have that sort of over grippy thing.
Yeah, because brakes.
We have more than compensated for the additional weight in all areas relevant to driving dynamics. The best proof, the lap time on the Nürburgring Nordschleife. The new 911 Turbo S is nearly 14 seconds faster than its predecessor, but see for yourself. With a lap time of 7 minutes and 3 seconds, one might expect a Spartan sports car, but the 911 Turbo S combines outstanding track capabilities with pronounced exclusivity. As the only current 911, it features numerous elements and turbonate, the Porsche crest, the rims, the window frame, the slats on the rear deck grille and the lettering on the rear. And not just on the outside, but also in our exclusively designed interior. But let's take a look inside together. Here too we find the turbo exclusive color Turbonit on the emblem, in the steering wheel, on the trims of the dashboard and center console, on the decorative stitching, on the Sport Chrono stopwatch and in the instrument cluster. The seat belts and some buttons in the center console are also in Turbonit. New and particularly noble, the trim strips in carbon structure with decorative thread in neodyme. Noble and sporty at the same time. The headliner made of perforated microfiber with black backing. Brand new, the Turbo S exclusive embossing on the seats. The Turbo S comes standard with adaptive 18-way sport seats plus with memory function. The 911 is standard as a 2-seater, but if you want, you can simply order the rear seat system at no extra cost. Let's take a look at our open variant. The 911 Turbo S Cabriolet is equipped here with the optionally available Sport Design package, recognizable by the oval tailpipes, the additional aerodynamic elements on the rear wing and on the sides at the front. The Cabriolet generally comes as a 2+2 seater, but if you want, you can simply fold down the rear seat backrest. The new 911 Turbo S is now available to order in both body variants, as a coupe and as a cabriolet. But whether with or without a roof, the 911 Turbo S is the all-rounder among sports cars. It sets new standards when it comes to the combination of performance, everyday usability, long-distance comfort and exclusivity. For me personally, the 911 Turbo S is the most confident way to drive a Porsche 911.